Why is it? You can walk into one room and your body sighs in relief. Your shoulders drop. You feel at peace. And yet, you can walk into another room just as beautiful and feel a quiet, invisible tension, a heaviness you cannot name. We are taught that our home is simply a structure. Bricks, mortar, objects we've purchased. We are taught to see it, not to feel it. But the ancient traditions, like feng shui, understood a deeper truth. Your home is not an inanimate object. It is an energetic container. It is a living mirror. It is constantly absorbing your thoughts, your fears, your joys, and reflecting them back to you. Your space is in a constant, silent conversation with your subconscious mind. And the language it uses, the most powerful non-verbal language, it is color. Color is not just decoration. It is not paint on a wall. Color is frequency. It is the language of light. It is vibration. And every color you surround yourself with broadcasts an energetic signal to the universe. 24 hours a day. But there is one frequency, one very trendy color you must be incredibly cautious about using in your sacred space. Think of it as an invisible anchor. It may look sophisticated or modern, but energetically, it silently drags your life force down. It pulls you into frustration, stagnation, and a fog of bad luck. If you find yourself feeling stuck, if you wake up feeling drained before the day has begun, if your relationships feel cold, distant, as if you are roommates, it is possible your environment is accidentally broadcasting a signal of struggle, not strength. Today, I will reveal which popular color is this energy leak. At the very end, but more importantly, before the poison, we must understand the medicine. I will give you the 5 energetic keys, 5 powerful healing frequencies, colors designed to recharge your home, to turn it from a house into a powerful magnet for true prosperity, deep connection, and profound self-love. Change begins with a clear intention. So, before we continue, let us set our frequency. Pause for a moment. Go to the comments and type these words. My home is a magnet for miracles. Do not just type it. Speak it aloud. My home is a magnet for miracles. Feel the truth of that statement. With this act, you are declaring to the universe that you are ready. You are ready for the shift. We begin with the frequency of life itself, green. Look to the forest. Look to a single blade of grass pushing through solid concrete. What are you seeing? You are seeing an intelligence, an unstoppable will to grow, to move towards the light. Green is not merely a color. It is the visible signature of Qi, the life force energy. It is the frequency of deep healing, constant renewal, and unstoppable growth. Where there is green, there is life, there is a reason. A simple walk in the woods feels like a spiritual cleansing. Forest bathing, Shinrin-yoku. Psychology is now proving what ancient wisdom always knew. Green's frequency communicates directly with our primal nervous system. It's not just in your head. It tangibly lowers cortisol. It calms the amygdala, the fear center in your brain. It stills the racing thoughts. In a world screaming for your attention, green whispers to your soul, you are safe. You can rest. You can heal now. This frequency is the antidote to stagnation. This is the medicine for anyone who feels stuck. It is for the life that feels like a stalled engine, the career that has flatlined, the creativity that has run dry, for the spirit that feels parched when your life stops growing. It's because you have disconnected from this frequency. So, how do we bring this potent medicine into our home? You do not need painters. This is not aesthetics. This is about intention. Perform this simple, powerful ritual. This week, find one healthy, living plant. The type does not matter. You are not bringing home decoration. You are bringing home a living ally, a partner in your healing. Place this plant in a corner where you feel the energy is dead or stuck. As you give it its first water, set your intention, place your hand on its leaves and say these words aloud. As this life grows, I too grow. As you expand, I expand. As you thrive, I thrive. That plant is no longer just an object. It is an active participant in your energetic field, a living air purifier, not just for toxins, but for negative, stagnant energy. It clears blockages, opening pathways for new ideas, health, and abundance to flow to you. I worked with an artist who felt she had nothing left to give. Her creativity was gone. Her studio was beautiful, but sterile. We introduced 3 large plants. A month later, she told me, I don't understand it, but it feels like the room is breathing with me now. She called it spiritual fertilizer. This is the power of green. It breaks old patterns and it commands the new to begin. From the earth, we now turn to the sun. The second frequency is gold. Gold is more than a metal. It is the physical manifestation of the sun's light. It is a captured frequency. It vibrates with the energy of the highest abundance, of ultimate value. But this is where we misunderstand. We are taught to chase money. Money is a currency. It flows and it ebbs. It is paper, gold is worth. It is the frequency of your inner worth, your wisdom, your confidence, your own indestructible inner light. When you bring gold into your space, you are not just inviting wealth. You are making a statement about your own value. Psychologically, this frequency is an amplifier. It is the antidote to the feeling of not enough. It is for those of you who work hard, who give so much, but who feel you have hit a glass ceiling in your finances or your career. Gold resonates with your own inner value. It reminds your subconscious mind that you are worthy. You cannot attract true abundance if deep down you feel you do not deserve it. Gold attunes your energy to the frequency of deserving. We must anchor this frequency. The ancient traditions knew that the kitchen is the financial heart of the home. It is where we receive and process nourishment, the first and most primary form of abundance. So here is your ritual. You do not need a golden palace. This is about intention, not quantity. Find one single object of gold. It could be a golden bowl, a decorative tray, even a single golden spoon. It must be an object that you find beautiful. Place this object in your kitchen, and as you set it down, close your eyes for a moment. Feel its cool weight. See its light and state your intention, either silently or aloud. I am a beacon for prosperity. I welcome abundance. My worth is non-negotiable. This object is now your tuning fork. It is your beacon. It is a constant, silent reminder to the universe and to yourself that this home is a container for both wealth and wisdom. Do not confuse gold with simple yellow. Yellow is the color of the intellect, of the mind, of quick ideas. It is a spark. Gold is the energy of the sun. It is eternal. It is wisdom gained over time. Yellow is an idea. Gold is its highest, most valuable manifestation. When you feel overlooked, when you feel your value is not being seen, bring gold into your space. It does not ask for permission. It announces its own value. Use this frequency. It will help you break through. From the sun's light, we now turn to fire. The third frequency is red. This is perhaps the most potent and most misunderstood of all the frequencies. We are taught to associate red with its shadow, with anger, with conflict, with danger. But this is only its undirected state. In its truth, red is pure, unfiltered life force. It is the blood in your veins. It is the fire of creation. It is the raw, undeniable drive to act, to live, to be. While green is the energy of steady growth, red is the energy of momentum. When is this powerful medicine needed? It is the antidote to apathy. It is for the person who feels numb, for the spirit that feels dormant, for the life that lacks motivation. It is for when you feel like a ghost walking through your own home. And it is most powerfully for the relationship that has lost its spark. It is for those who, after many years, look at their partner and feel like roommates. The love is there, but the passion, the fire is gone. In these moments, red is your power switch. It is a spiritual shot of adrenaline. It is the frequency that breaks you free from indecision, from procrastination, and from that cold, gray fog of "I'll do it tomorrow." But we must be mindful. Red is a powerful medicine. You must use it as a vitamin, not as a meal. You do not paint an entire room red. That creates agitation, not passion. You use it as an intentional spark, a single piece of art, a few velvet cushions, a single red vase on a neutral table. It must be a focal point that injects your space with a pulse. I had a client, a couple. Their relationship was on the verge of collapse. We are roommates. They told me their home was beautiful, but it was energetically asleep. It was all soft blues and beiges. We did not change the furniture. We did not rearrange their lives. We introduced one striking, passionate piece of red art into their bedroom. The man told me weeks later. It's the strangest thing. At first, it felt loud. But now, he said, it feels like a pilot light has been relit. The passion returned because the room itself was finally giving them permission. It was reminding them of the vibrant, powerful, creative energy they both possessed. That is the true gift of red. It does not create something new. It simply reconnects you to the truth. You are not a passive, fading energy. You are a powerful creator. You are fire, and you deserve a passionate, fully expressed life. From the intensity of fire, we now move to the vastness of water. The fourth frequency is blue. Think of a deep, endless ocean or a clear, boundless sky. What do you feel in their presence? You feel a profound sense of calm, of spaciousness, of unshakable truth. Blue is the energy of deep introspection, of quiet wisdom, and of ultimate peace. It is the color of the divine feminine. It is the silent, knowing stillness that holds all things. In a world filled with constant noise, with notifications, with endless demands, with opinions shouting at you from every screen, blue is your quiet harbor in the storm. Psychologically, it does not just calm your mind, it stills it. It brings clarity. It gently encourages you to slow down, to breathe, to ask yourself, when was the last time I truly listened to the quiet voice inside me? Without judgment, we are so accustomed to the external chaos that we forget the immense wisdom held in our own silence. Your soul needs moments of peace to guide you. A chaotic mind makes desperate choices, but a calm mind makes wise ones. So, how do we invite this profound calm into our sacred space? This is about creating a blue zone. It is about carving out a sanctuary, even a small one, a reading nook, a meditation corner, a quiet bedroom. Bring in shades of blue, soft blues for serenity, deeper blues for contemplation, a throw blanket, a piece of art with vast, open blue skies. Even a simple blue candle that you light with intention. When you bring this frequency into your home, you are restoring your equilibrium. You are building a space where your thoughts can settle like dust on a quiet floor. It helps you find your center. It empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your highest good, not your immediate fears. Blue invites you to trust the wisdom within. It says, all answers reside in the quiet. We have had life green, light gold, fire red, and water blue. Now we come to the fifth and most magical frequency, the canvas that holds all others, the frequency of infinite possibility. It is white. There is a deep misunderstanding about white. We see it as the absence of color. That is a mistake. In physics and in spirit, white is the presence of all possibilities. It is the entire spectrum, unified. It is pure, unfiltered potential. Think of the feeling of a white room. It feels larger, brighter, cleaner. This is not just an optical illusion. It is an energetic reality. White acts as a universal reset button for the energy in a space. This is the medicine for the soul that feels weighed down by the past. It is for those who feel mentally cluttered or stained by old experiences. It is for those who crave a fresh start but do not know where to begin. White says, right here, right now, all things can begin again. But this color, more than any other, demands conscious intention. So, when you bring white into your home, whether it is new linens, fresh paint, or just a single white flower, I want you to perform this sacred ritual. This is an act of co-creation. Open the windows. Let the air circulate. Stand in the middle of the room and speak these words aloud. Declare them to your space. I cleanse this space of all old energy. I cleanse this home of all old stories. I open my life to infinite blessings, perfect clarity, and divine abundance. I am a clean slate. My home is a clean slate. We are ready for miracles. You see, white is not empty. It is receptive. It creates a high vibration environment where peace can flourish, where new ideas can be born, and where prosperity finally feels welcome. You now have the 5 keys, the 5 frequencies to charge your home, to fill it with life, with worth, with passion, with peace, and with potential. But charging a battery is useless. If that battery has a leak, you can bring in all the green plants and golden bowls you want. But if your home is actively draining your energy at the same time, you will remain forever stuck. You will feel like you are taking one step forward and one step back. We have spoken of life, light, fire, water, and potential. We must now, with clarity and without fear, speak of the shadow. We must speak of the frequency that works in direct opposition to everything we have just discussed. Where green encourages growth, this color fosters stagnation. Where gold invites worth, this frequency subtly repels it. Where red ignites passion, this creates a slow, emotional fade. Where blue brings calm, this one invites a quiet anxiety. And where white creates openness, this color makes your space feel restrictive, heavy, and final. The one color you must be incredibly cautious with, the frequency that acts as the invisible anchor pulling you down, is dark gray. Any shade of flat, dense, lifeless gray, charcoal, concrete, slate. Now, this is a difficult truth. It is difficult because for the last decade, design magazines and television shows have promoted this color as chic, sophisticated, modern, elegant. But we are not here to discuss aesthetics. We are here to discuss energy. And energetically, this frequency is dense. It is the frequency of melancholy, of indecision, of a quiet, creeping hopelessness. It is the color of an impending storm. But a storm that never arrives. It just looms. The greatest danger of this color is that its effect is slow. It is not a sudden poison. It is an invisible weight. It gently, day after day, mutes your spirit. It discourages creative thinking. It encourages apathy. it makes it harder to get out of bed in the morning. Many people think they are creating a sophisticated modern home, but what they are often unconsciously building is an elegant cage, a beautiful modern prison that slowly dims their own light. Think about where this color is used effectively: in impersonal, corporate environments, in commercial spaces. Why? Because it is designed to create a neutral, disconnected, impersonal atmosphere. It is the color of non-emotion. That is not the energy you want for your life. Your home is not a corporate office. Your home is not a commercial lobby. Your home is your sanctuary. It is your charging station. It must be alive. It must nurture you. This is why this frequency so often correlates with misfortune, with financial struggles, with emotional coldness. You don't connect your feelings of being stuck or unlucky to your environment because it happens so gradually. You blame yourself. You blame your job. You blame your partner, but all the while, your very walls are pulling your energy down. It is like trying to swim against a current that you cannot see. You are exerting all your precious energy just to stay in one place. You are blocked from blessings because your environment is constantly tuned to the frequency of struggle. So, what if you are sitting in a gray room right now? What if your home is filled with this dense, heavy frequency? First, do not panic. Do not feel guilt. The first step in all healing is not action. It is awareness. And you are now aware. You have already begun the work. You do not need to call the painters today. You do not need to begin an expensive renovation. Remember, frequencies counteract other frequencies. We do not fight the shadow. We simply turn on the light. This is how you break the density. If you have a dark gray wall, place a vibrant, living green plant directly against it. You are using life to break through the stagnation. If the room feels cold, bring in the fire of red. A single passionate cushion. A piece of art. You are injecting a pulse. If the room feels dark, use gold. A large, gold-framed mirror. Do not just hang it. Hang it with the intention to capture and amplify any light that enters, doubling its power. Use white, a brilliant white rug to break a gray floor. You counter the frequency, you break the density. Your home is your personal monastery. It is your temple. It is your sanctuary. It is the one place on this earth where you have complete dominion over the energy. You are not a passive victim of your environment. You are its co-creator. The colors you choose, the frequencies you invite in, these are the brushstrokes you use to paint the canvas of your life. So choose wisely. Choose to paint with life. Choose to paint with clarity. Choose to paint with worth. Choose to paint with passion. Choose to paint with peace. If this message today resonated with your spirit, please share this video with one person you feel might be stuck. You may be giving them the key they have been looking for. And now, tell me in the comments which color frequency, which medicine will you be bringing into your home? this week. I will be reading Be Well.